In modern culture, drag can be seen as both an art form and an expression of self-identity. Dressing across genders is a common phenomenon today, but can be traced back as early as the 16th century. Drag exploded in Washington, D.C.'s entertainment circuit in the late 90s and early 2000s. Drag performers, also known as drag queens or queens, created a lasting impact through performing at bars, clubs, and events.
A lot of people have their eyebrows, they cover their eyebrows with glue or a glue stick. But I shave mine off, so it's easier for me to paint higher and give me more eye space to paint. First, we like to apply the highlight foundation, which is Clair white.
A form of drag first started in the 16th century when men would dress up as women for female roles in plays because women were banned from the theater. Drag came to the U.S. underground circuit in the 1950s. However, it was not widely recognized in the 1990s, partially due to the effort and influence of political activist Jose Sirius in LA. In the 1950s, the bar Nob Hill Restaurant was established as the first gay bar in Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. In 1961, the Academy Awards of Washington was founded to support the drag community. It is the oldest organization that is comprised of drag queens, drag kings, and male and female impersonators in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. In 1986, drag queens got another outlet to showcase their skills in Washington, D.C. through the first annual High Heel Drag Queen Race, where drag queens from all over the city gathered in elaborate outfits to race down 17th Street. In the 80s and 90s, drag queens became more acceptable, and there was an increase in both the number of queens and the size of their audiences. Clubs and bars started meeting the demand for drag queens by hosting weekly drag events and citywide drag titles such as National Miss Gay America and Miss Sweetheart. Since then, the drag community has expanded and the demand for drag queens has risen exponentially, causing more and more drag shows each week in the district. Not only do these shows entertain the crowd, they also give audiences a little taste on the life of a drag queen.
Females, they go with the real eyebrows. With drag queens, you want to make your eye look large. You want to be, you can see it from the back row, they say, in the drag world. Even though I don't have eyebrows, I go above my eyebrow to give me more eye space to paint.
Before I was an entertainer full-time, I was a hairdresser, and we were having a Halloween costume contest. And everybody had all these cool ideas for these Halloween costumes, and I didn't have any. And I thought, well, what could I do that would be fun? And I said, well, I love Dolly Parton, so let me get me a Dolly look together. So I got a wig and got it styled and cut, and went to Baltimore and had a lady make me an outfit, and I won first place. My first performance ever was at Town Dance Boutique here in D.C. in a contest called So You Think You're a Drag Queen for amateurs. I was real nervous. I had another outfit made and went through a whole slew of problems getting that made. So I was nervous about that. I was nervous about my hair, my makeup, everything. It was nowhere near like it is now a year ago. And it went good though, but I was nervous, really big time nervous. But that's where I met Shi-Queeta-Lee, and that's who gave me all my opportunities to this day to do a drag. So thank God I went to that contest.
I get my ideas from doing my performances by, if I'm doing the illusion character of Diana Ross, I would look at all of Diana Ross's live concerts, performances, learn how she acts, how she moves. If I'm portraying Tina Turner, I would do the same thing, look at her live performances, how she performs and acts.
It's a bunch of different art forms, you know. It's the best art form you can have and express so many different things in one. I think sometimes you go to drag shows, like especially like the ones that we do, celebrity impersonation shows, and for a minute, people say, you know, the audience members say that for a minute, that they do forget that, you know, we're men, that we're not actually our divas or so on and so forth, so it's very believable. For me, and for a lot of girls I work with, it's purely entertainment. I don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable. I don't want anybody to feel out of place. I want you to come to the show, have a good time, and be entertained, you know, just come out and get your mind off things. Have a good time.
So many people love to see what we do. And a lot of heterosexual people who come to our shows, a lot of them don't want to come to a nightclub or to a gay club because of their job or their families, but they like what we do. So now I have moved our performances from the nightclub to the stage, and that's where I do my show productions. Drag will be like in the future to me is that we're going to be on the top just like heterosexuals. When you turn on your TV, you will see drag queens. When you go to the movie theater, you will see drag queens. When you go to shopping in stores and malls, you will see drag queens. I'll say in the future that we're going to be visible in everyone's eye. Our names will be in lights just like anyone else, and when you turn on a tube or you say some type of celebrity, that it's going to be some drag queen or transgender female.
Take my rings off first. And then I'm going to pluck these nails off. Most girls wear short little French manicures, but that's not authentic to my characters.
Drag is now gaining its fame. From nationally recognized queens such as RuPaul to local as Shi-Queeta-Lee, they have contributed to increasing the popularity of drag. From LA to DC, drag is making its mark. So watch out for the next drag show near you. I'm Jennifer Wilson, and you've just been buzzed.